Hey YouTube, I got two knives here today I'm going to go over. Now I'm really only reviewing the one since I'm so amazed by it, and I have the other one here as a slight comparison in quality. The first one, as you can see, is the SCHF1. It's made by Schrade Taylor Brands. This is one of their extreme survival knives. Comes in the box with this sheath. Nothing too fantastic, nothing too rotten. Plastic insert. Goes in either way with the blade covered in this. Take that off. And you have their Schrade Extreme Survival. You see the serrations right off the bat are typical Chris Reeve type. Although I believe Chris Reeve cuts both sides, so when you sharpen on a regular stone, you're sharpening your serrations. His are the only ones I like, even though I don't put any serrations on any of the models of his I own. I'm just not a serration fan. They serve a purpose, I just haven't found a need for them. This knife is a knockoff of a Chris Reeve project. I had seen it on YouTube, wanted it, and forgot about it. And I have to thank Israel, the man who runs the We All Juggle Knives channel. And if you guys haven't checked him out, you really, really need to. The guy puts up vids like every day, and he puts up good vids. Everything from your $5 cheap knives up to some really, really, really nice stuff. The guy is an excellent martial artist. He gives advice on everything from women to sword and baton combat. It's an interesting channel. The guy has a nice sense of humor. You got to check him out if you haven't already. He did a knife review on this blade here and reminded me that it existed because I haven't seen any literature on it. And this is an awesome knockoff of a Chris Reeve project. Awesome. It comes as you see it here with the lanyard, the old style Chris Reeve, was it hexagon, pentagon, six-sided butt cap. And this is all one piece. This is the knockoff. The Chris Reeve Project knives are one piece of steel. His are A1 tool steel. These, I believe, are 1090. It could be 1070. Every website has them up as listed something different, but I was watching a YouTube video on the extreme survival stuff and was assured that it is all 1090. So don't quote me on it. Either way, you're getting a high carbon steel that is of a very good order. The grinds are all very, very well done on this. I bought two. I gave one to my buddy as a Christmas present and kept this one, and I couldn't be happier. I mean, you see a little bit of wear on there. There's Chris Reeve coats his and all of his in KG gun coat in gray. You can get camouflage in different colors, but I'm not sure what they used on here. I heard it was Teflon. That wear there is from my excitement. When I opened it up, I decided to completely hack up the box that it came in. So it's a good feeling knife in the hand. I can't describe it. I mean, this thing is awesome. It's a little bigger than a K-bar, not a lot. It's not unwieldy by any means. There's more handle to it. It feels great. The knife is well balanced, all things considered, and I couldn't be happier with this purchase. I got this off Amazon.com, and it was less than $50 shipped to my door. This thing comes, let's see if I can get this done one-handed here, with a toolkit. Yeah, I can. All right. There you go. Had to take a little grunt. A little more. Stowed in the handle. Well, give me 1 second, guys. Made a huge knot while doing that, of course. Really got to start trying to use that tripod again. Alright. This toolkit comes stored in it. This pops out, and this cross bolt can go through the extra hole here where the lanyard is to give you more leverage. The bar pops back in, this all slides off the bar, and there's the driver end. And you have yourself a really decent screwdriver, considering. It goes with all the bits and everything included for that price. So I'll give them some credit there. The hollowing of the handle is done very well. Let me see if I can turn on the flash here and show you the inside. There you go. It's very deep. It's opened up well. It's mostly coated, but not perfectly inside. And there's more than enough handle if for some reason you lose the cap. But being a one-piece knife, there is no weak spot in the joint. You see by the way it's set up, it ends back here with the solid, so you could actually use this for prying and doing some heavy chores with, and find that it's going to hold up to it. Butt cap has the detent for that and an O-ring. Now, the only complaint I have is my buddy's. I gave him his. First thing we did was open his up and try to get it together. And his cap only go in that far. It won't go all the way. So he's got to clean up the threads to get it to work. But without that in there, you could really have a survival knife, hollow handle with your whole kit in there, man. It's mini first aid, band-aids, fishing kit, fire starter, who knows. A couple good links of beef jerky in case you're hunting and you're using the knife this big. You get hungry while out in the field, backpacking, whatever it takes, man. But it's a very fine knife, and for the quality, for the money, is outstanding, and you're getting a tool steel. In comparison, this isn't the original sheath. I have that as well. It's a pancake sheath, the original. Here's a Chris Reeve Aviator. I have a Shadow 3, although it is MIA, and this Aviator, which I had given to my dad, and he left in the four-wheeler box for a long time. It started to get a patina and a little bit of what looks like rust, but it isn't. You see I Scotch-Brighted the KG gun coat and started to wear it down. I scrubbed on it like mad. I'm going to plan on sending it in to Chris Reeve, having it taken care of, and maybe selling it on the forums since they don't make the Aviator anymore. But this one, it's the same. Let me unscrew this if you don't mind. Leave you guys with some knurling. It's the same design. You have your hollow handle, one-piece knife that is awesomely made. And this is A1, I believe, tool steel. And the problem I found with this model, give me another moment here, and the threading is much better. I think the threads are larger, and you'll notice a difference of the rounded tail cap. All the small models have a rounded tail cap. I think it was only the first models of Chris Reeve that had this cap on them. I think even the new big models have the regular cap. On the small model, the handle's too short for real work. If you get up on it and you want to whittle it all, it's short. But it's more than functional. It's all the knife you need. But in a hammer grip, it's just enough. Just enough. So you got to cut this way, bring it to you, pull cut, it's fine. It's real nice. I wanted a model with the top nub removed, and I may look into doing that for my next Shadow 3 if I can't find the one I already own. But the Chris Reeve knife is very good. This is $205. Worth more now because the Aviator is discontinued. This was $49 something to my door. $205. High carbon steel, tool steel, high carbon steel. NOS4, I think is the guy's name. He did a super torture test, which I guess that's what he does. I enjoy watching him. I don't think I'd do anything like that to my knives unless it was life and death. But he did a Chris Reeve project up against this, and the project broke before this broke. Now it's not scientific. It's just abuse. So God knows whether that would be the outcome if he did it 3 more times or what have you. But the fact that this held its own with another high carbon tool steel blade says enough for me. The edge came out very nice, not awesome, but very, very nice. The weight, the grinds, the cuts are all perfect on mine. My buddy has that little issue with the threads needing to be cleaned up. But for the money, I'd say anybody looking for a one-piece knife, especially if you're looking for the old survival hollow handle knife and you don't want one of those Rambo knives that's going to break at the joint because they don't go through, this is something you should check out. I'm going to take this in the woods and thump it like mad. I'm going to use it like an axe, a hatchet, a hammer, whatever I can do, because it was $49 and I think it can take it. And maybe I'll Duracoat it one day. I'll go nothing fancy on it if I can get some aerosol. But that's the blade. I hope you guys enjoy it. Check them out. The Schrade Extreme Survival Series are really something else. Stay safe, YouTube.